Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. So today's video is one that I've actually wanted to film for quite a little while because with all of the new releases and stuff coming out, I feel like we all forget about all the products that we used to love and none of us are really sure why we stopped using them, but we have stopped using them. So basically today's video, I am going to be doing a full face of makeup that I used to be obsessed with that I stopped using. So old favorites that I used to use every single day. These were my ride or die products, but yeah, I don't ever, I literally never use them anymore. So as we go through, I'm also going to be talking about why I stopped using a lot of the products, and also I'm hoping that we fall back in love with a lot of them. And then, it's better, this whole hyper consumerism thing, brands coming out with 15 new things a day, everybody feeling like they've got to spend their money on new releases. It's not necessary. So maybe, hopefully, this video will help you fall back in love with some of your old makeup, and it can save you a bit of money because you can use what you've already got. So yeah, if you are interested in seeing that, please stick around. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you are new here and the notification bell, and let's jump into it. Okay, so first up, I got a primer, Benefit. Ooh, I might zoom you guys in a little. All right, that's a bit better. I feel like you'll actually be able to see what's going on now. So first up, Benefit Professional. Now you guys will remember way back in the day, I used to be obsessed with this primer. As the years went on, as I really got to learn my skin type and what my skin needed and how my skin reacts to things, I realized that this was pretty much the worst thing for my oily skin. So it's a really thick silicone-based primer, and the purpose of this one is to fill in pores, but because it is so heavy in silicone, and as a result, it gives the skin that kind of slippery, slidey feel. Basically, once my oils come through my makeup, it just melts off. So yeah, I stopped using this one, but I mean, it just, honestly, if you were looking for a product to wear on the skin to make your skin feel really soft, make your skin look smooth without actually applying any makeup over the top, I would recommend it because, I mean, look how beautiful and smooth it makes the skin look. And it feels really lovely, but yeah, as an oily skin type, my skin doesn't like it. Not anymore. It probably never did, to be fair. I just never really understood properly how to look after my skin and what products to use. For foundation, I'm sure you all remember this one, the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. Oh, and gosh, was it a beautiful day when I met this foundation. This was essentially, the most affordable and the closest dupe to Estee Lauder Double Wear. Obviously, you guys know that Double Wear is still my all-time most loved, most used, and I still use that foundation really regularly, but I don't seem to use this anymore. I don't think with this one it's necessarily because of a specific reason. I think that I've just got so many other foundations that I love that this one doesn't really get reached for. I really loved this one because it gives the skin, oh, it's quite yellow, isn't it? It gives the skin a really full coverage finish, but it controls oil like you would not believe. Once it's on, it is on. And again, that's why I love Double Wear so much. It basically does the same thing as Double Wear, but yeah, it's by L'Oreal. So yeah, I can't really give too much of an exact reason. I'm not sure why I stopped using this. It's a lovely foundation. I just think it's because I've got more option, and there are now more affordable drugstore foundations available and around that do actually suit my skin type. That was always the problem. Foundations at the drugstore I just couldn't use. They would literally last 3 hours on me. Essentially it was an entire, just a waste of time and a waste of money. But now I feel like, a lot of the drugstore brands, they've really upped their game in the foundation. There are so many amazing foundations available at the drugstore now. Honestly, L'Oreal Fresh Wear, honestly, oh, love. The Maybelline Urban Dream Cover, that new one that Maybelline did recently, which for the life of me the name of which has escaped me. What is that called? It was the glowy one. It's actually really nice on oily skin. It's been packed in my suitcase because I'm doing a lot of traveling this month. It's been in my suitcase for the last 4 weeks because I've just been traveling with it everywhere. But now I can't remember the name of it. All right, for brows, I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. This is a double-ended pencil. It's got a triangular tipped point at this end and then a spoolie brush. Literally never, ever reach for this. I've pretty much transitioned to using powders only. I used to, back in the day, and we're talking maybe 4 or 5 years, so really not that long ago, in the scheme of things. I used to pretty much exclusively only use brow pomades, and then I went to pencils, and now I pretty much exclusively use powders. And the reason for that is I just find them so much easier. Pencils, I mean, yeah, I guess they're quick and easy, but for whatever reason, I'm never that happy with my brows when I've just used a pencil. I just feel like they don't look as natural. I'm not I'm not into super heavy brows, so I guess that helps as well. You know, pencils, you can get a really bold look, but like, even see the top here? Like, for me to get that perfectly straight, like, I gotta spend time doing it. If I was doing this with a brush and like a powder, it would be a 2-second job. I mean, it's long lasting. It's a great color. This one's chocolate. Oh no, yeah, chocolate. There's good things about this product, and I guess if you like pencils, you know, I would recommend it. Although, to tell you the truth, Maybelline duped this one. Literally exactly the same product for less than half the price. So probably would recommend picking that one up because it lasts just as long. The formula is just as good. It's honestly exactly the same product, just with a different brand printed on the front. Okay, to prime my eyes. Ooh, I am sure you all remember this one. The Urban Decay Primer Potion took the internet and the world by storm. Everybody was using it. Everybody was loving it. It is a reasonably good eyeshadow primer. Like, I do really, really like it. I just don't use it because it doesn't have any tint. Now, I get like red capillaries, I get areas of darkness on my lids, and I really like all of that to be covered up. I want something clean, like a clean canvas to start with. I don't want to start off with, you know, say for example, I was going to do like a really light pink kind of an eyeshadow look. You don't want those like dark areas peeking through. Definitely does its job though. It stops creasing. It definitely helps to prolong the wear of your shadows. It definitely helps make them more vibrant. But yeah, I literally, essentially want a full coverage eye primer. Okay, next up I have an eyeshadow palette that I was just, and honestly, opening it today, started to swoon all over again, but I was obsessed with this. So this is the Too Faced Chocolate Gold. It's essentially full of really, really beautiful, shimmery, hang on, it's gonna be easier if I swatch it for you. They are like liquid metal, like, oh, it's just the most amazing formula. I, again, don't know why I don't really reach for this anymore. There's nothing wrong with it. It's got beautiful colors in it, a really, really great formulation. I just obviously have a whole bunch of other eyeshadows that I tend to gravitate towards first, so this one doesn't get used. But to start this look, I'm going to take the matte brown from this, and I'm just going to create a little bit of a transition situation. Oh, this eye's watering. No! Let's hope that like half my makeup doesn't end up all the way down my face. Fingers crossed. Toes crossed, nipples crossed, everything's crossed. But yeah, I was obsessed with this. I think, again, it's just because I have so many other palettes. Like, there are other things to play with, so this one doesn't get played with first, basically. I need to do a decluttering. Would you guys be interested in seeing like a whole decluttering kind of series? Like, this makeup room desperately needs decluttering. And like, I love watching them, but maybe other people, maybe I'm just weird. Maybe other people don't like it. Let me know if you'd be interested. I would have so much fun filming it. I truly would. All right, next up I'm going to take Money Bags, this shimmery green. And on a slightly smaller blending brush, I'm going to work that one through the crease. I'm going to do a green eye today. I feel like I haven't done one in a while, so I'm feeling it. All right, now that that's on, I think I'm going to take the other green. Holla for $1. It's a really, really pretty color. Oh, yes. You know what? Let's just use our fingers too. So using this palette again today, I can totally see why I was so obsessed with it. It's really easy to work with. It blends out really well. There's heaps of pigmentation. These shimmers are super buttery. Nothing, not one bad thing to say about this palette. And now that I've got it out, I feel like it's going to stay out. These shimmers, they just stick to your lid. Like, they're just beautiful. And then I'm just going to blend the edges of that up and out a little. Such an easy eyeshadow look, like 2 seconds. And then on the lower lash line, I'm pretty much just going to repeat those colors. Oh, yeah, this eye is watering really bad. It's got nothing to do with the actual eyeshadow. Don't freak out and think, oh my gosh, like it's expired. I've got dry eyes. They get really, really irritated. Sometimes I will wake up randomly. They'll be super irritated for no apparent reason. And then on the inner corner, I'm going to take this one here. It's called Gold Dipped. I don't know why I thought it said Get. Pick that right on the inner corner of my eyes. Oh, it does have a really pretty sort of soft gold sheen to it. That's so nice. I'll come back and highlight the brow bone later, and yeah, that's what we'll do. So for mascara, the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir. I'm sure you all remember this one. I'm sure you all remember how much I loved it. It's got a really, really nice shaped little wand as well. It's not too big for my eyes, but yeah, I never use it. I never reach for it. Another reason why I loved this one was it's got such a dry formula. Like I never felt like I was going to flick it everywhere all over my face. Also, for the most part, never transferred onto my top or lower lid. Quite a nice mascara, but yeah, I've got my ride or die Holy Grail mascaras, and I pretty much stick to them exclusively. So that's why I stopped using it. All right, so I don't bore you for the next seemingly half an hour putting mascara on and then putting lashes on, I'm going to quickly do that off camera and then we'll come back to the skin. Okay, lashes are on, eyes are done. I need to wear green eyeshadow more often. I actually pretty much exclusively used to only wear green eyeshadow when I first started wearing makeup, which is funny. So I'm getting like super throwback vibes. So I'm still really happy with how the foundation is looking. It still looks really smooth. It feels super lightweight. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I still absolutely love this concealer, like no word of a lie. It's a gorgeous product. I just seem to only reach for the two that I'm obsessed with. So Tarte Shape Tape and the Too Faced Born This Way Super Coverage Concealer. Honestly, those two, I mean, if you saw my top concealers, a video from last year, maybe it went live in January this year, I'm not sure. Essentially those two and dupes, like drugstore dupes of those, like they're the ones that I really, really seem to stick with. They're just super lightweight and they really, like they cover up everything. I love this one. It's really, like it's definitely creamy. It's got great coverage. It's very smoothing. I kind of have better options, which is why this one doesn't get a workout anymore. This was easily, and if you go back and watch some of my older videos, you will see me using these products in every single video. Like, no kidding, every single video. I was obsessed. One thing with this concealer, I do notice I have to use a fair bit. Like, it looks gorgina, but yeah, I gotta use a fair bit of product. My voice is so croaky today. I do apologize for that. If you're like, Nikkia, what's going on? It doesn't want to play today, okay? It's having a day off. It's having a day off. I would say RDO, but then the comments will be full of like people being like, what's an RDO? I'm not sure if they have them in other countries. Here in Australia, it's a rostered day off though. It's so funny. People are always like, what's an RDO? But they spell it like all one word. They don't say the letters like RDO. It's like ARDEYO, like RDO. It's so funny. It used to be the best selling concealer at like Sephora and Mecca. I'm not sure if it still is because there's so much competition. You kind of have to reinvent the old loves, I guess, to stay kind of relevant. I'm noticing it feels a little bit like kind of sticky-ish as I'm blending it in. I don't like that. I will say I don't like that. The ones that I use a lot now, like they don't have that kind of like stickiness to them. This one feels, it's like tacky on the sponge kind of, like it nearly feels like it's going to come off. All right, for powder, and you guys will remember how much I used to love this, the Too Faced Peach Perfect powder. This is a really nice mattifying powder, but as you guys know, I came out with my own powder, our Nikkia Joy Cosmetics Velvet Finishing Powder, and this stuff just, it is my absolute ride or die. This one and the Laura Mercier were my two holy grails before I made my own. And pretty much, to be completely honest, I took what I loved about this one and what I loved, like obviously not ingredients, but what I loved, the finish, how it worked of this one and the Laura Mercier one, and then I kind of like put those benefits together and then made them even better. One issue that I have with this one is it's too matte initially, like it can look a little bit cracky on the skin. So for anybody, obviously if you're 14 years old and you don't have any fine lines and you just got perfect skin and no pores, that's okay. Oh, it does smell bloody delicious though. Oh my gosh. Their whole peach collection is scented like peach. It's really, really yummy. But for me, you know, I'm a bit older now. Like I don't have perfect skin, obviously, as we know. I've got, you know, like the texture and the pores and everything. And I want my skin to look perfect from the second that I put on my powder to the second that I take it off. So it just really isn't, it's not a first love for me. And you will notice too, I'm sort of keeping this area and this area of my cheek a little bit free of powder because I'm going to be using the Chanel bronzer that everybody used to be obsessed with, including myself. And it is really, really nice. But yeah, don't use it anymore. So yeah, that's the deal with this powder. I also, you know, obviously like the powder that I made, this video is not about talking about my own products, but the powder that I made also controls my shine for a lot longer than this one does. But yeah, it's a nice powder. Will I be using it? No, I won't use this product anymore because I have a better option. I'm sure you all remember how obsessed the entire internet was with this, right? I'm sure you all remember. So the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel, I can't even remember who was initially responsible for making this so popular, but pretty like every single like beauty guru here on YouTube had it. And so naturally I saw everyone else with it. I was like, I need it. It is a really, really nice bronzer. Beautiful and lightweight. It's kind of got like a gel, like nearly like a gel to powder consistency to it. Really, really pretty. Does it come in different shades? Bronze Universal. I don't really reach for it because I do find it to be a little bit orangey on me now. Maybe I preferred this sort of like orangey kind of a color, you know, back in the day when I was using it a lot, but I certainly just don't prefer it now. It is super long wearing though. It's really, really lightweight and it's so like, you cannot feel it on the skin at all. You truly can't. It's just, I don't know, it feels orange. Does it look orange on camera or is it just me? I feel like if they brought it out in more colors, I would definitely still be using it because it's nice. Really long lasting too. I probably already said that. I'm such a rambler. I feel like I repeat the same thing like over and over and over and then everyone's like, Nikkia, we get it. All right, next up for blush, Nars Orgasm. How can I not use Nars Orgasm in this video? So if you've never heard of this blush, I don't know where you've been or what. You've clearly not been living on planet Earth. Essentially. It's a really pretty pinky coral kind of a color with like a gold duochrome shift, and everybody was obsessed with this. I was obsessed with this. Just beautiful. Pretty much essentially I don't use it anymore because I don't really use shimmery blushes that much anymore. And this is a really, really pretty color, but yeah, I prefer to add shimmer with highlight essentially. Do still really recommend it if you do like a bit of a shimmer in your blush. It's very natural. It's not like too over the top shimmer, but it gives a duochrome to the cheeks for sure. And yeah, for whatever reason, I no longer find it flattering on my skin tone personally. Now for highlighter, another one that I'm sure you will all recognize, like 100%, Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. This was everybody's ride or die again, like everybody used and loved this. This one's like a champagne, cool tone-ish kind of a shimmer. Does have a little pink through it. Really, really pretty. Why don't I use this? Let me think. I mean, it's a gorgeous, smooth formula. I can't hate on the formula, like it's beautiful. Just think again, I've got other options. And obviously I came out with my own highlighting palette. The shades in that, you know, obviously I'm obsessed with. But I don't know, we've got better options too, I guess. I probably would prefer, I would reach for OFRA highlights over this. I would reach for Maybelline highlights over this. Like it's pretty, but it's not. In its heyday, it was probably the first product of its kind, to be fair. Like nobody had a highlighter that was this perfect and smooth back then. So yeah, everybody was using it. And then finally to finish off the look today, we have a lipstick that, and I mean, it still kind of pains me. It still hurts that I don't use this every single day. MAC Velvet Teddy. If you know, you know. Leave me a comment in the comment section if you know and if you remember how much I loved this. This is a beautiful sort of muted taupey pink kind of a color. I loved it, and I am like no word of a lie. I swear I wore this lipstick color every single day for over a year. Like just, oh, so beautiful. I think that I don't reach for it so much anymore because it's a matte. Back then I really used to love having like super matte lips. Look how pretty the color is though, it's gorgeous. But I kind of like more creamy satin kind of lipstick formulas now because my lips, I don't know, they get dry and I don't like it, basically. Just don't reach for it. Oh, now that I've pulled it out, it's hard to say no to Velvet Teddy. Now this one's not the MAC Retro Matte formula, so it's not, like it definitely does have a little bit of sheen, a little bit of shine, and a little bit of moisture to it. But yeah, I love the color. Honestly, now that I'm wearing it, I'm like, Nikkia, why have you not been using this one? It's freaking gorgeous. But yeah, I'm really happy with how everything is looking, and I do feel like it's definitely made me fall back in love with a few products that I just haven't really worn for a long time. Certainly the eyeshadow, I am really actually quite liking how the cheeks are looking with that bronzer blush highlight combo. And this lipstick, I remember why I love it so much. It's just the most flattering color. Doesn't really feel that dry, and I could just pop a little bit of lip balm over the top, truly. But yes, that is it for the video today, guys. I hope that you found this interesting, and let me know, have you got any of these products in your stash? Do you still reach for them every day, or are you finding that you don't really use them at all anymore? And any products that you've had for ages that you still live and swear by, let me know what they are, because I clearly need to pick them up and try them. You guys always have the best like recommendations ever, so let me know. But give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts. I love you all heaps, and I will catch you guys in my next video.